Puff strikes me as the kind of kid who was hanging out with you and still thinking about the future.
I know I want to be in the music industry.
He was making music that was making the ground shake.
How Puff changed the whole thing.
Hit records after hit after hit after hit. Definition of he believed in me more than I even believed in myself.
So first of all, I want to say I'm glad you actually made this tour, and on top of that, recorded it, because it's something that I was interested in. It was kind of a reflection of my childhood growing up.
Yes.
When did it kind of come to you to be like, I want to do this reunion tour, and on top of that, I want to record it?
First of all, I've been recording myself since 19, and so I was always recording myself, and the people at Live Nation saw that and said, you know, why don't we put together a documentary of you guys coming back together? And so I thought it was going to be like a Truth or Dare tour documentary. I was going to stay focused, and I was going to let the director do his thing. And as we all got together, we realized we had to deal with the elephants in the room, which was the past and the present and the future. And so by dealing with that, this thing, it really turned into a feature film and not just a documentary. And, you know, we had to deal with things so it was kind of therapeutic. And it just turned out to be something more important, something bigger and more inspirational than I thought when we first were going to do it as a piece of content. You know, everybody does a piece of content attached to their stuff now because the content is king. But, you know, it's so great to go in and to make something really this good and this great of quality of work and not really intend to do that, really just intend to tell the truth and entrust in the director, Daniel Kaufman, and he just did a great job, and I think everybody will be inspired by this film.
Puffy had a vision.
I was like ready to die for this thing, you know?
And chill for about a second, and a car just rolled up, man, and start firing shots in them.
Your name was Christopher Wallace.
They didn't murder.
As soon as them shots went off, everything came crashing down. You know, I died that night in that car.
It is always complicated. Greatness is complicated.
What the?
And that's one thing that I actually enjoyed, the fact that it felt unfiltered, it felt real.
Yes.
You showed, you know, between Lil' Kim and Faith, and you know, even Lorianne kind of, you know, getting mad at you, you know, you didn't hold anything back.
Yes.
Was that kind of easy to kind of have it unfiltered?
Yeah, as far as like, I know people don't want to watch something that's filtered. They don't want to watch just a glorification piece about, you know, how much success I've had. You know, they want to hear like, what's the story? What's the drama? Like, you know, why should we care? And, you know, we overcame tremendous odds, and we had our ups and our downs. We had a lot of success. We had, you know, what anybody's signing up for to be in the record industry, and then some. We had to deal with life, death, trials and tribulations, and we were able to make it through. We were able, 20-something years later, to stand on the stage together victoriously.
And we also see the evolution of Diddy in this.
Yeah.
In this, I mean, that's what kind of what we like.
Yeah.
You see from, like you said, your movie's a trilogy, you know, or your life's a trilogy, you
Yes.
know. Was that kind of easy to kind of put out there and show people? I mean, and then reflecting back on it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think from, you know, all of the stuff with, you know, reality TV that I've done, it kind of made it easy for me, and just having the cameras rolling since I was 19. I always just told the truth. I always let the cameras run. I never was like, you know, stop it. You know, and I think what you see is what you get. I mean, you see that I've evolved more, and everybody that's a part of the Bad Boy family has evolved more, and, you know, kind of grew up in the right way. I like God light. When God's light comes through, my life don't work like that. I can make anything happen. No disrespect, nobody's down with me. My life has been action movies, gangster films, romantic comedies, horror stories. I don't want the Chrysler that looks like the Phantom. I want the Phantom.